just because the person that is easily offended, that doesn't mean that you harden yourself to a point where you're like, I've offended nobody, right? if don't harden yourself to a point where, yes, we can't deal, or we don't have time to, I guess, pat everybody on the back and be like, I'm so sorry if I've offended you, please forgive me. But that literally took 7 seconds to say.
Yeah.
And I honestly have a problem with that. Just because I've kind of figured out not to be offended. Just because I have doesn't mean others have. And we need to try to help them through that. So taking 7 seconds and going to your brother, going to your sister, and then if they don't accept that, then take you and your wife, you and somebody else, and say, hey, I want to say, if I've ever, do what the Bible says. It's there for a reason. And then they might, if there's somebody else there, they might open up about why, right? So having the balance too of not being so hard and being like, if I've offended you, get over it. Because I didn't mean to.
Right.
Right. And I've caught myself in that as well. Like, I don't do anything. Truly, I don't do anything to offend anybody on purpose.
Right.
But if I have somehow, if I looked at you, like, grow up.
Yeah.
But that's not our job to determine that. That's God. That's God's job.
And I'm glad you said that, because, like, for example, I'm preaching to myself. I was just let it go, brother. So kind of the same thing to what you're talking about. We can all be, to some extent, that same way, where we didn't mean to offend anybody. We're not trying. We're not stepping out to just specifically make somebody mad. But perception is reality. So Pastor Mashcroft talked about that a lot. And you and I both learned that in customer service. Whatever somebody is going through and feeling, that's their reality. So if you and I say something to somebody else, let's say in the music department, or let's just say in the youth group, and they get upset about it, there might be a reason for it. Maybe it is triggering them because of something that happened in their past. Not because we meant to do it, because they took it from them, and now that's their reality. So it doesn't take a long time to say, I really did not mean that to offend you, and I don't maybe understand why you took it so harshly, but I apologize if you took that one.
Yeah.